So I'm making a video log. Today's Monday. I'm walking through this very dark Monday late afternoon. The weather's not so good. It's cloudy. Today I wanted to speak about cause and effect again, what is to come, and what is boiling underneath everything that we live this reality, but this reality we have only so much control. So what is boiling underneath is the ones who are boiling the pot underneath. And how is this reality gonna unfold within the next 10 years? I was just thinking right before I hit the play button that I believe definitely within 10 years, how we see reality now will probably be so different that we will probably not even believe the world we're living in within 10 years span. Considering everything that's going on, like I said, cause and effect. Oh, this is a very unpleasing dweller. I don't really like these kind of. I've identified this one as a stalker. The one coming before me, because he parked right next to me and his dog shit right next to me. So, pashol. I have to sometimes learn to growl. As a mother, when I carried my son around in my arms, I had occasions where unpleasing events happened, where somebody came right in my face, grabbing my attention and all. And the moment I give anyone my attention with a smile, just because I feel reluctant, is the moment I'm put in a very submissive position. So I had to learn to growl at strangers and all. And the Creator created growling mama bears for a reason. So I realized that that is part of my mechanism as a mother to protect my son. So I did learn to growl. And today I would like to speak about the world that's to come, the cause and effect game. That's those that are stirring the ship of the world, the ones who are sitting in high positions and very high chairs that they awarded themselves. The Creator didn't give them, and they don't have no right to be in, which I'm talking about all the governments of the world, because the Creator, of course, of Mother Earth will never put any one of them in that sort of position. And then on top of that, to sit on the heads of Earth's children, and furthermore make Earth's children plot against one another and use the arms and legs of Earth's children to do all sorts of wicked things to each other, like in an arena, and while they watch. So in other words, they make us their slaves too. We run their markets, and meanwhile all they have to do is just sit on a high chair, or they award themselves those positions. I'm just speaking of all governments and all the ones that are hidden in the shadows. So what's to come is going to be very different in the 10 years. Definitely, I feel, as far as my research goes and my sense of awareness into the game of chess that's going on amongst the Creator and this darkness that's polluting the world. Because the Creator, He has His heaven on earth theater, which is the nature, everything that's natural, that Earth's children also created, like in their villages. But then there's also the artificial world, which is their nasty, infected world that they have created. You see those block buildings everywhere, and just about the city is really like a zoo for holding humans. And in the 10 years, if you live in some sort of a dwelling like that, you're not gonna be in a very pleasant environment, meaning that you might have predators on your back. So, especially if you have babies, that should give you the motivation to really plan ahead. Because that's what I was doing with my son. So, again, my Mishinka was meant to see our son today on video, because now they show him to him once a week for 30 minutes on video. And today he wasn't able to see it. We panicked. We found out our son has a fever. We started writing emails that they're murderers because we're claiming that we're sovereign beings. Our son is of our flesh and blood and not their paperwork. Because the moment they claim that he's U.S. citizen of their paperwork, that means they're claiming him as their merchandise. And they, since they masonically stalked us, and this was all premeditated too. I don't make this up. I know it sounds very silly and crazy, and I wish this wasn't the case. I want to have a very peaceful reality, but it's being stolen from me, from my son, and from my Misha. All of us want to reunite and create a reality, and we called it our little heaven on earth because in Anastasia villages in Russia, there was couples who are creating heaven on earth amongst themselves, and they have like little villages everywhere, and we really like the idea. We wanted to do something like that. Oops. Oh. So we really wanted to do something like a heaven on earth style village, because for what's to come in the events of the global events are not very pleasing, and it's best not, especially if you have babies, not to show this kind of reality to them, because everything is going to be, it's going to be very traumatizing. And I've been through a lot of trauma in my reality. I've experienced it to where I know that no one deserves it, especially in their younger, prestigious years, when they're most innocent and influential. So nobody deserves such trauma. So if you have babies, you should really think about giving them the reality of heaven on earth instead of the dying world, because there's two paradigms here, and there's definitely a dying world that's very apparent. If you are watching this, you're more than likely aware that there's a dying world everywhere. The trash, the rubbish, the decay, the slavery. Creator didn't intend this for his creation. We all know this. We feel it somehow. So, things that are to come in the next 10 years, they're definitely going to mess with our health. You already see now with the COVID. So the mentality of the Satanists, since I really know, I've studied the enemy quite well, actually. I have. The mentality of the Satanists is this. They want to provide you they want to persecute you with one hand right here. But yet they also want to defend you with another. All the while the head is judging and doing it all. So in other words, there is a head, there's a right hand and a left hand. They play them polarities. They're very good at trickery and deceit. So, in other words, when they put out this virus, or many viruses that they put out, and they put out the vaccinations to go with it, the antidotes or whatever, it's always theirs and theirs only. You should never trust anything they put out. Because when they want to persecute you with one hand, they want to help you with another. But still, they don't want you to leave the slave farm. They want you to stay here and be like their cattle, because you are their food. In many ways you are. And you will know how much you are the food of all these ones that are running this world for now. You will realize how much you are their food once events start to unfold. Because the Creator intends for the whole drama to happen too. And they want to show it too. Trust me, the government are Satanists. They're all Luciferian. They're all Masonic, and they're highly into all of this. So they are preparing for this. They love prophecies, any kind of prophecies. Movies are prophecies. They're just like a theater script. If you get people to believe in them, humans, then in that case, they can do things to humanity. And especially they love this trick. If you look at them, you consent. If you look at this commercial, you consent. So this is the parasites of humanity we're dealing with. And the next 10 years of this human cycle that we're experiencing, we're going to see these events unfolding where they're going to be very, very obvious that they are Satanists. Because now, if you even Google like all the black magic going on in Hollywood, like you will see that they are like into flesh and blood and consuming like even like fetuses and babies. Like we've heard about that. And this comes with the predatorial culture of that infected earth that came here. Many call it demons or aliens or archons or fairies. Many call it by different things, but it infected earth. And they are our predator. They are preying on us. And the next 10 years, we will see them more obvious in our face. Every time you look at commercials on TV, or pretty much all the movies, it's them. Because they're all about theater, they're all about Hollywood, they're all about making storylines and playing along. And because when they play along with one storyline and act from one actor is acting and you're looking at them on television, they're just really coaching you on how to be. They're coaching you the language. They're just coaching you and conditioning you. And that's really what it is. And it's really now like a lot of the technology is black magic. Why? Because the black magic is actually the technology, because it's alluring, it's hypnotizing through frequency. And it connects to your brain receptors. I don't make this up. You think, oh, black magic, superstition. No, they're really not that special. They need technology to replicate their wickedness. Because, again, they're the product of hate. Hate cannot recreate worlds and replicate and make things appear before your eyes like materialize. The Creator can. The Creator created Mother Earth in a way similar to that. Because He had what? Love. They lack that. They're the product of hate, and they lack everything that is love. And that's why they want to consume many souls. And they have technology to limit the heart space of humans for a reason. Now, many humans lack their hearts. And it's true. I know how it feels. I don't make this up. But for me, they personally attack me. So in the next 10 years, we will see our